Hi everyone, good morning. It is Thursday and I thought I'd give you guys a little walkthrough of my studio. I'm not going to go through everything because I have like way too many things, but I'm going to try to show you a little bit of where I work every day. This is like my happy place. This is my little room where I spend a lot of time in, but I've made it my own. I've basically crammed all my supplies into this one place. So now my stuff isn't all over our house because the last house we lived in, it was at the beach and it was a really small little beach cottage. And I had no space. I didn't have a room of my own, and I kind of spread out everywhere, and I had little bits everywhere all over my home. So since we moved last summer, this home is awesome. It gives me my own room. I have 3 different desk areas, which I'll show you in a minute. And yeah, have fun and enjoy the scope. Here we go. This is as soon as you walk in. My back is right behind the door right now. And this is when I walk in. This is what I see. And I'm just going to kind of do this right now. And then I will go back one by one. So the first thing you see when I walk in is my work desk, and that's where my laptop is, and my Heidi Swap light box, which I love. I turn the light on every day. This big bulletin board, I found that at a thrift store many years ago. I found it for like a couple bucks. It's really huge. Hard to find, really hard to find these days, but I'm glad I picked it up. The reason it's not decorated on the top half is because I can't reach it. Ha ha! And I haven't really bothered to take it off the wall and redo it. So yeah, that's how I roll. On my desk here, I know it's a little cluttered, but this is how I work. My husband calls it just Clutter City, but I love it. I have all the books that I'm reading right now right here beside me. This one is great. It's by Darlene Zschech. It's Worship Changes Everything. She is like total worship maven, and I love her, and her walk with God and her story is just amazing. And then I have some other books here that I'm reading. I have a little bowl of ephemera right here, and I kind of keep the new stuff that I got in this bowl. This is a lot of stuff from Coco Daisy, and I just like having it near me, so when I have an idea for a project, I pull something out and I put it aside. So anyway, this is my desk. This is where I kind of surf, and I do my Facebook and my Instagrams and, you know, all that fun stuff. Some of the stuff on the wall is just, you know, prints and stuff that I've gotten from Happy Mail and Messy Box, and some things that I have purchased online. This is one of my favorites. It says Be Uncommon, and I love it. I can't remember where I got it now, but oh my God, I love the little bird at the bottom and all the other birds on top. I think it's awesome. It's totally me. I don't like fitting in. I don't like going with the crowd. I like doing my own thing. So yeah, I love that. Next is my 2 Raskog carts here, and they are jammed. And let me just show you here. They wheel out really easy. And here we go. This one is mostly filled with Project Life stuff. I have Project Life cards and a bunch of other little bits and stuff on the top. I have more Project Life cards and papers over here. And then at the bottom, I just have like notepads and all kinds of little bits here. The next one, which I just kind of roll, this is the one I use a lot. This is the one I use a lot for Happy Mail. I have a ton of like glassine bags and paper bags and cute little bags like this, and then little tags, things like that. And I just keep them all on the top row of my Raskog here. It's easy. When I want to put a little Happy Mail together, I just pull out a bag, tuck in a few little things, and throw it in the mail. Easy. The next level is where a lot of my happy planners are and some other planner stuff. I have some like fabric Fodoris in the back there and stuff. No, I don't craft for a living. I don't make money. I just craft and have fun. I used to have an Etsy shop. It's still active, actually. It's bonnierose.etsy.com, but I haven't sold there for like over a year. I don't do it to make the monies. I just do it to be happy and have fun. So, and on the bottom, this is where I keep a lot of my ink pads and some of my notepads. These magnetic tins I got from Target many moons ago. They were in the dollar spot years ago, if you can believe that. I picked up a bunch of them, and they're magnetic on the bottom, and they're so great for Raskog carts. Love them. This is my next desk. This is my original crafting desk. It's an old IKEA desk with a glass top on it, and it actually has like a tiny little shelf right in here that you can actually put things in, which is pretty cool. This is one where I just kind of sit and I work here. Sometimes if I'm putting a mini album together or something like that, I just grab some stuff, and I have a bunch of little things all around me here that I can pull and play with. And a lot of times that's how I create. I basically just get some papers, look around, see what I have, see what catches my eye, and then I just start. So that's my second desk. again, these little chicken wire bulletin boards are really cute. I found those in Fargo when we lived in Fargo, and I loved them. I just stick up little things in there that I find on Pinterest or some of my artwork or little things like that. It's really fun. Next one is another bulletin board that I found. Can't remember where I found this one. It had 3 little frames on it at the bottom for 4x6s. So I really like that. So I just have that, and I have a bunch of Brave Girl stuff on the top and a Heidi Swapp banner in the middle that I made. And yeah, I believe in inspiration. I believe in surrounding your life with things that'll uplift your soul. Not focusing on all the crap out there. And believe me, there's lots. So I just believe in like really, really choosing to uplift yourself every day, whatever that means to you. Whether it's listening to music, going into your Bible, making art, doing what you need to do to be happy. I think it's really important. So this is my other desk right here, like I showed you. I have little bits and pieces like hidden everywhere. Here's my other Raskog. That's number 3 now. This is kind of when I sit here, I have a lot of stamping stuff in here. I have ink pads and acrylic blocks, and I have a bunch of paper, some stickers, some stamp sets that I love. Second shelf is kind of like letter stickers and a bunch of other little things. And the third shelf is, again, just little bits and stuff, like some Gadanke journals in there, GADANKE.com. I have cute little of her journals, and I haven't even started some of them yet, but I love her ideas. So I bought a bunch, and I'm going to use them one day. This is my window. Ta-da! And here's the pretty pinwheels. Aren't they awesome? I just love them. My husband helped me put them together, and I just love them. We get a lot of light in this room. It's a south-facing wall. So I get light in here all day long, and it's really sweet. So this is my third desk. It's actually our old kitchen table. And basically, it's just a big kitchen table that I just put right against the window with a chair. And I covered it up with a bunch of newsprint. You can buy pads of newsprint at Michael's. And I just cover up the whole table in newsprint because I get messy and I play with inks and paints and brushes and all kinds of stuff and stencils, and it can get messy. And I don't want it all over my pretty white table. So this is what I do. I usually keep these papers once they're pretty full of color. I keep them, and then I'll reuse them for something else. They're beautiful on their own. So this is where I work here when I'm working on my Bible journaling pages. When I'm working in my praise binder, this is the table I work at right here. To the right of me here is, yes, another Raskog. And this one is kind of like my art cart, I call it. So that's number 4 Raskog. And basically on the top, it has a bunch of stuff. It's got brush markers, pencil crayons, Q-tips, art brushes, palette knives, painter's tape for masking, stencils, palette paper. On the bottom here, I have a big 12 by 12 container, and it's full of acrylic inks, just the cheap tubes that you can buy at Michael's. These are the ones right here that I saw Becca Blankenship use them online, and I thought, oh my God, I have to get this set of watercolors. They're by Pelikan, Pelikan, and they're awesome. I found them on Amazon for about 20 bucks for the whole set, 24 different colors, great deal. So they're really good watercolors. And then on the bottom here is where I have my deli sheets, the deli papers, and those you can buy on Amazon as well. I bought a box of them. There's 500 sheets in a box. I think it's almost 12 by 12 size, similar, 10 by 12 maybe. And they're pretty reasonable, and they'll last you forever. And then I have some foam stamps and some other fun little bits in here. This over here right on the side of me in a big Ziploc bag is where I keep all my stencils. That is where I keep them all, right beside me. When I pull up this bag and I lay it on my table, here's all the stencils. They're all in there, and I just pull out what I want to use, and I work. And when they're done, I wipe them dry, put them back in the bag. All my stencils are in one place. Stencils are hard to keep. Some of them are pretty large, and you have to have a place to put them and eat. So the little basket on the bottom on the floor here is just my basic extra art stuff. It's more watercolors, more pastels, more watercolor crayons, water brushes, that kind of thing. I put them in a basket on the floor simply because it's easy for when I want to use that stuff. All I got to do is grab the basket, put it on the table, and I can just go to work. It works for me. Next on my table here, to the right of where I would sit, this is where I keep some of my ink sprays and my messy paper towels. I reuse these. So this is where I keep a lot of these ink sprays that I use. And most of these are SCI tumble dyes in different colors. Some are Dylusions. I have a few little masks here from Studio Calico. That's where I keep them because they're close to the paints. And I keep them in this little basket right beside me to the right of where I work. Works for me. When I'm sitting here, all I got to do is grab an ink color and spray. This is my Bible journaling basket. This is pretty much where I keep anything kind of Bible journaling related. I got these white willow baskets at World Market. Oh, probably about a month ago. My husband and I were browsing around in there, and they were really cheap. They were like $5 a piece, and they're big. So I grabbed 2 of them, and I love them. So inside this basket, the ribbon, by the way, is from the lovely Lara at theinkroad.com. She sends beautiful packages when you order from her shop. She is just a gift wrapping maven. But anyway, this is where I keep my Talking with God journal, my pencil case where I keep all my markers and things that I use for writing, my message Bible, and then I have a bunch of just stickers and things like that that I use for my Bible journaling, stamps, that kind of thing, alphabet stickers. This is the latest Created to Create devotional that I'm working through. And then this thing, this is how I keep all my paper clips that I've made. This is just an old plastic little box, I guess. It's from the Angel Company. I don't know if you guys ever remember the Angel Company, but they were a stamp company many years back. And I used to buy a bunch of their stamps, and I would always save these little plastic containers, and they've come in handy. So what I do is I just keep all these little clips and stuff that I've made on little index cards, and I keep them flat like this. They stay. They're protected. I don't lose them. And whenever I want to gift to any to people in Happy Mail or anything, I can just find one, pull it out, and send it in the mail. Works for me. So that's where I keep all my clips. Next over here on my table, this is taking me a long time, but I want to show you guys everything. Hope you don't mind. This is a cute little piece of art that my daughter did when she was here a few months ago. And I love it. And I have it right on my desk. She made that all by herself. And she's 21. She's not really crafty. She would never call herself crafty. But she grabbed some paints, and we sat around the kitchen table one day, and we just made things. And this is what she made. And I loved it. I loved the quote. Very fitting, I believe, for all of us. We've all gone through stuff, and yeah, let's not look back, girls. Let's look forward, right? I love this quote, and I love that she made that just for me. I love it. In the box behind there, that is where I keep an extra inspiration binder, the black and white cross Target binder that I found, and then some other my Daily Grace planner and a few other little things in that box. This one is one of those old carry-alls that Michaels used to sell years ago. Love it. I kept them. I have 2. And this is one where I just keep on my desk right here, and this is where I keep my scissors and my punches and my tags and a bunch of it. It's just a mishmash of stuff. But when I'm working, it's all readily accessible for me. All I got to do is reach across the table and grab it. So I don't like getting up and hunting for the things I'm looking for when I'm creating. I like having things around me that I can just grab easily. I don't like wasting time trying to hunt and find things. That's how I work. This next box right here is just kind of 2 boxes in one, and I just have little embellishments in there, and some painted papers and things that I've painted that still haven't found a home yet. Some of my like sequin shaker pockets that I've made that I still haven't put in my praise binder because I haven't found the right verse or the right place I want to put them in. This is my little paper clip making basket, and that's where I keep some of my fabrics and my paper clips and my scissors, and when I need more extra paper clips, that's where I make them. I just grab this basket and I just make them. Fun. This is a Mama Cakes Making Dory. If you look her up on Etsy, it's mamacakesmaking.etsy.com. This is like a dory that's painted, that's just plain white canvas. And I haven't had the guts really to paint it yet because I don't really know what design I want on it yet, but it is such a cool dory, and it holds like up to 6 or 8 devotionals in it, and I have some of the Illustrated Faith devotionals in there, and I just love this. And it's got a zipper pocket to keep pencils and pens in. Like, how cool is that? So I just love this. I haven't painted it yet. Oh my God, I know I'm bad, but I am going to do it, and I will share when I do. I just haven't got up the nerve. So anyway, that is right over here by me, so I can look at it every day and see it. That's my inspiration binder right there, with all the pages in it and the pretty art pages in it. And then I have my Lent devotional right there beside me, and my voice Bible that I just purchased, which is awesome. I just love it. So I have all that stuff near me when I'm sitting and creating. Then I have this tiny little basket to the left of where I sit. And this is where I keep most of my popular stamp sets that I've been using lately. And some of the washi and tags and things like that. And a glue stick. There's a glue stick in here. And there's a cute little pair of scissors in here. Essentials, really. And a lot of these are illustrated face sets. Some of them are from Ty Bender, from Growing Meadows. And when I'm Bible journaling and when I'm making, Bible art pages in my praise binder, these are a lot of the stamp sets that I pick most often. So anyway, that's how I create. You wish you were in Florida, best friend to have. Funny. This is a basket right here. It's kind of like a big wire basket I found years ago, God knows where. And this is where I just store stuff. Ugh. No rhyme or reason. Trust me, no rhyme or reason. Right now it's filled with Tim Holtz stickers and alphabet stickers and thickers and all kinds of fun things. Behind there you can see these orange and red document boxes, and that is where I store all my foam stamps. I'll have to go through that one in a separate scope and show you some of the foam stamps I have. I purchased a bunch years ago from artist Alyssa Burke. If you go to her blog, Alyssa Burke, ALISABURKE.blogspot.com. She's an amazing artist. I really respect her as an artist. I love her work. And years ago, she sold a lot of her foam stamps, and I bought a bunch of them. And I love having them in my stash. Love them. So they're all there ready for me to grab. And all you do is brush acrylic paint on them and stamp. Easy. The top raffia basket up here, that's just full of more clear stamps. This is where I keep a lot of my other clear stamps that I use. And they're kind of organized. I kind of have them in order of semi-order, I guess. But it makes sense to me. So anyway, yeah, that's where some of my clear stamps are. And then to the left over here, these four things are actually cloth shoe boxes that you can purchase from IKEA. And they're pretty cheap. I think they were like $6 or $7 for the whole set of four of them. And they're big shoebox size cloth boxes, but they hold a ton of art supplies, girls. Like, they really do. And they stack. They're awesome. So, in here I've got paper towels and I've got extra embellishments and all kinds of fun little things. On the top of my one Alex drawer right here, I have my tab punch, I have my camera. My camera is always nearby because I like taking pictures with my camera. Camera photos are always way better than phone photos, in my opinion. So I love taking a camera. And then on top of these four boxes, I decided to grab one of my old plastic drawers full of flowers and put them near me by my desk. Simply because I've been like embracing the flowers lately, and I love having these nearby so I can just grab a color and add it to a page. So that's where that is right now. Kind of messy, I know, but my husband will just call all this clutter, so thank God he's not in here. So anyway, this is the first Alec drawer right here, number 1, and then I have number 2 and number 3 and number 4. But number 1 here, this one, I can open a few drawers. Just little bits, things, spring washi tape, yay, wood veneers, just little bits, all kinds of fun things. This one again, fun things, stamps, flair, just fun stuff that's readily available. Like I said, I'm a hoarder. I can admit it. I have all these cute little tags, and I'll never run out of pretty things to do, that's for sure. This is kind of like my tool drawer. This is where I keep all my punches and my embossing gun and all that stuff. And so that's kind of my punch drawer. This is just some old Prima boxes that I had. They used to sell flowers in these pretty silver boxes years ago. And I kept these silver boxes, and they're so handy for storing all kinds of stuff. So I've kept them. A few of them are for postage stamps. A few of them are for other embellishments. I love them. This is a mini album drawer, and this one is just filled with little mini albums that I haven't started yet. Just fun stuff. So whenever I'm in the mood to make a mini album, I have plenty. Next up here, this is just a mishmash of stuff. This is where all my one little word stuff is from Allie Edwards. That's my word, nurture. And my stamp set and some papers, and I'm using this gray one little word binder right here. This is the one for my one little word album. So that's where I keep all that. These Cropper Hopper containers are just filled with like 12 by 12s and stickers and things like that. These two red boxes from Starbucks actually. they have more current clear stamps in them. And I love them. It's just easy to go through. I like having my stuff easily accessible, so I can see what I have, and I can thumb through it easily and grab what I need. I don't like putting things away where I can't see them, because then I'll never use it. So I like having things visible. Some more Insta albums. Some of them are filled, some of them are not. And let me see, what else can I show you guys? This is like a 9-cube thing I think we bought at Walmart years ago. And again, filled with ephemera and binders and all kinds of fun things. Some extra paints on top. Another Alex drawer. Here's an Alec drawer right here. This is just where my trimmer goes, basically, and some wrapping paper, nothing much. Again, cards, fun little things. Some packing material, stamps. This is just another mishmash drawer. I have all kinds of stuff in here. There's a lot of my photos that I use, and I add text to them. And this is where I have my stack of photos. And I use those for Happy Mail. I make cards out of them. I actually took that picture when we lived on the beach. I took that picture outside my window when we lived on the beach. There was a group of nuns walking across the beach. I couldn't believe it. I grabbed my camera and I took that picture. And then later I added the text. I think it's just a beautiful image. And let's see, this one I have more stamps and more paper clips, little journals, things like that. Trust me, it's fun to go through my drawers sometimes. I sometimes do forget what I have in these drawers, so sometimes it's really fun to go through them. Some more stamps, all kinds of fun little things. I have more Target binders in this one. I think I got all the colors. Pink, orange, green, blue, and purple. They're all empty. And I think what I'm going to do is just make them into more inspiration and praise binders when my other one's already getting super full. So I think I'm going to just keep going and use these. They're a great size and I love them. You basically cut an 8.5 by 11 sheet in half. The hole punch 3 holes on the side. Done. They fit in. It's great. I have some books in here that I like looking through. These are my ephemera bins. Tons of ephemera in there. I just throw them in. Love it. There's all kinds of little bits and things in these big boxes, but I'm not going to show them to you today. Extra washi and some flair. Right there. Another Alec drawer. Ta-da! And this one, I believe, this is for cupcake liners and trims and ribbons and things like that. Michael sells all these cupcake liners, and I bought a bunch of them over the years. They're great to make flowers with, and one day I will show you how to make the flowers out of them. They're just so fun. Really easy to do, too. So, and then I have some glitter and more ribbon. Again, more trims and ribbon, things like that. Streamers, crepe paper. Very versatile, easy to use. More trims in this drawer. Just fun stuff, girls. This is like kind of embroidery floss, some canvas stuff, some transparency, some fabric. These are beading supplies. These are some of my beading supplies that I have in this drawer. Yes, I make jewelry. And again, more beading supplies in this drawer. Crazy. Here are more 12 by 12 papers and embellishments, things like that. These are where when I make cards out of my photographs, this is where I put them. And so when I take a bunch of pictures and I get like 5 or 10 of the same image printed, this is where I make the cards. And I always have them ready to go. Here, this is kind of my jelly printing, messy paper kind of file. And I love it. So is this one. The shoebox is filled with painted and sprayed deli papers. Again, more papers. And these are where I keep my story kits and my Ali Edwards stamps. I kind of keep them all together so I know where they are. And down here are some canvases and some other papers and some kits. Now, I will show you my closet. Ha! This is a super wide closet. When we bought this house, I couldn't believe how wide it was. It's like a little room in there. So anyway, we put our Expedite in the corner, and that's where I keep my albums, my Project Life albums, my 12 by 12 albums. All the layouts I've ever done in the past 20 years are there. Again, more craft storage. A lot of the stuff is from IKEA. Those little white boxes on the bottom are from IKEA. I have all kinds of little bits in there. The plastic drawers These are kind of filled with all kinds of stuff, really. General stuff. Finished mini albums that I've done are in here. Embellishment stuff in there. Messy box kits in here. Some more messy box kits in here. This is where I keep my white cardstock, right here. Whenever I need white cardstock for making art, here it is. I have these rubber stamps, which are really awesome. It's a letter stamp kit that I got many years ago. Love them. You just put paint on them. They work like a charm. Love them. Up here I have some mini albums. I have some Sari Silks up there. I have some paper ribbon up there. This whole thing is empty, which is awesome. More room for stuff. This 3-1 here, this is like a snap case. This one is filled with all kinds of things. And again, this is my number 5 Raskog. And this one has planner stuff, like old planners from years ago, journals that I haven't started yet, embellishments, things like that. And it just goes perfectly in this closet. It's hidden away. Whenever I need something, I just walk over and grab it. It's awesome. And then I have these 12 by 12 plastic containers. And they're filled with old kit items from Studio Calico, Coco Daisy, all kinds of stuff. They're not really organized. I kind of need to go through them and organize them. But there's just a ton of stuff in there. And sometimes when I can't find the specific thing I'm looking for, I pull one of these things out, and I usually always find what I'm looking for. It's great. So there's some over here. I have some wood veneers in this little basket. Fun! Some little ink dewdrop stuff in there. I have this huge cardboard box thing, which came with our new kitchen table, and I kept it because it fits over the table I'm using right here to make art. So sometimes if I want to get rid of all the stuff on that table and put this cardboard thing on top of it, it saves the table. It's great. So yeah, this thing over here, this brown thing, is I bought it at a hardware store years ago, and it's a pretty cool craft tote. It's on wheels. It's great to take with you if you're cropping or going somewhere. And that's where I keep my Project Life current binder, and that's where I keep a lot of my other little bits in there when I'm working on my Project Life. And over here are my washi rings, and I have them all on the wall so I can really see what I have. It's pretty cool. It's not all my washi because honestly I had some in this little wire basket here too. But I like these washi rings. They're colorful. I made them out of embroidery hoops that I found at the thrift store for pennies. And all you do is slide those washi rings on there, and it's done, and it's instant decor. The dream catcher is really cool. I found it actually through Instagram. A girl on Instagram makes them, and I bought one. And I just love the colors. And then there we go. And then that's my door. And then we're back to square one. And this is where I sit. And Facebook and blog and that. I have tons of things in these drawers too. They're kind of messy though. Maybe I'll show them to you in part 2. A lot of extra paints and sprays and things like that in there. But yes, I will walk over here and give you kind of a room shot again for you girls that came late. But yeah, this is my desk right here where I work and write and blog and Facebook and do all that fun stuff. My other desk is over there, and that's where I kind of scrapbook and make mini albums and things like that in that desk. Things that aren't too messy, you know, it's basically just paper, glue, that kind of stuff. This table is my fun art table, and that's where I get messy and make all kinds of fun art. And then over here is where my Alec drawers are and where all my other storage is and where I keep all my other supplies. And then over here is my crazy closet filled with other stuff. So yeah, I do have a ton of stuff, girls. I know it. But anyway, I just kind of wanted to kind of give you guys a little heads up of this is where I create. This is where I spend my time. I love this room. It's filled with things that make me happy. I just love sitting in here with no plans and just seeing what God puts on my heart. And I'm usually sitting at this table right here. And then I usually grab some colors of paint or some stencils, and then I start to create. And it's so much fun. I don't do any workshops, no. I'm an at-home crafter. I don't really teach. I'm not really in it for the money. I'm not in it for the fame. I'm not in it for being well known. I just don't want to do that. I used to do craft shows many years ago where I used to sell a lot of my art and a lot of the things I used to make. I don't do the craft shows anymore. Too much work. I'm getting too old. I'm 54. I just had knee surgery last month. I don't get around as easily as I used to. Too much work for me. I'm not interested in making the money, so I'm not interested in getting popular. I blog, I write, I create for me. And the whole purpose of it is to inspire other people, to empower other women out there, to just get creative. We're all creative. God gave us all talents, so let's use them. So anyway, that is my little space. This is where I work. I know it seems cluttered to some of you guys, but oh well, this is how I work, and I do love it. So I read in a book once that some creative people thrive in chaos. And I'm one of those people. I thrive in chaos. I really do. I don't mind having all this stuff in my face. It doesn't have to be a completely clean desk with beautifully styled lines and everything. I see some of these pictures on Instagram and I'm thinking, what? You actually make stuff there? Really? I couldn't do it. I like having things where they're visible, where I can see them. And that's how I make art. So I hope you guys enjoyed the scope. I will share again. I think I'm probably going to share some of these drawers right over here, the ones by my desk, because I have a few cool little stuff in there too. I have a lot of collage items in there, like for paper collage. A lot of times I'll go through a magazine and tear out the pages for images that I think I want to use later in my art journals or in collaging, and I keep them in some of these drawers. So it's kind of fun, you know. You can get inspiration anywhere. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed my little tour. This is where I work. This is where I create, and it makes me happy. I'm very thankful I have a whole room to do this in, because I know a lot of you girls don't. And trust me, I was there. Like I said, the other house I had, no room. I was all over the house. It was crazy. My husband is very thankful now that I have my own room. So thankful. And he really is. He's really thankful I have my own space, that I can do my own thing, and I'm not cluttering up the house with all kinds of craft supplies. So I'm glad I inspired you. Yay! Yeah, I know it's funny, right? But hey, he understands me. It's okay. He let me have one whole room. I'm thankful. So anyway, guys, have a great Thursday. This is where I create. This is where I spend a lot of my time during the day. Probably in the summer, I'm probably going to spend less time in here and more time outside by the pool. Just because it's warmer, it's summertime, and I love this Florida heat, and I'll be sitting out by the pool in the summer. So I probably will not be here as much in the summer. But hey, this is my happy place, and this is where I love to create and send happy mail and make art and do my Bible art and just explore and have fun. You know, I think that creative stuff, like all the supplies we have so much supplies at our fingertips. Let's just use them and make fun things and bless other people. That's what I love to do. I just love inspiring others. So I hope you guys were inspired today. I hope you guys liked my little corner of the world. And thanks for tuning in, guys. Love you all, and thanks for tuning in. Bye.